next witness.
Good morning, Chair and Senators. My name is Richard Mireles, and I'm a member of Initiate Justice. This is now my second opportunity to advocate from outside of the prison gates since being released just 95 days ago. I was sentenced to 25 years to life at the age of 20. I was in prison for 20 years, 7 months, and 21 days. When I first went in, I couldn't fathom the opportunity of being free one day, but here I am, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. After nearly a year in, I knew that I needed to change. I didn't want to die as a drug addict in prison. At the end of 1999, with the help of God and family, I embarked on a new path. I started caring. I started taking responsibility for what I did and for what I caused and for my life in the future. I heavily participated in self-help rehabilitative programming and earned a Bachelor's of Science degree in healthcare administration. I became one of 7 to receive senatorial recognition for becoming a state-certified alcohol and drug counselor from the senator then, Darrell Steinberg, who's now the mayor. That program was sponsored by the CROP organization, who now employs me today. Prop 57 allowed for me to get to my parole board hearing 9 months early, but I was not allowed to earn any time off of my youth offender date. Senate Bills 260, 261, AB 1308, and Prop 57 created hope for many of my incarcerated friends who could not see a light at the end of the tunnel. But there are too many people still inside who are working extremely hard to better themselves with no incentive or no hope of ever coming home in the future. My best friend, Ted Gray, who co-founded the organization, the CROP organization that I work for today, has been incarcerated for over 19 years, and he's the hardest working man that I know. He just completed his master's degree in organizational leadership and leads and participates in many self-help rehabilitative groups. And I could go on about him and others like him who have worked hard to transform the culture of prison through pro-social activity, behavior, and actions. But because of existing law, all of the credits that he earns and others like him earn will only come off of their maximum offender date instead of their youth offender date of 25 years. If AB 965 passes, Ted and others who have worked very hard could get to their parole board hearing a few years sooner and have a chance to be recognized for their hard work. When testifying before the Public Safety Committee in the Assembly after my 12th day out, I remember Assembly Member Joan Sawyer saying, "We need to trust that our parole board commissioners are our last backstop, making sure that those who are ready are being paroled." AB 965 would not be a get-out-of-jail-free card for anyone. It is simply an opportunity to get before the parole board sooner. And I can attest to the fact that the parole board is a very stringent process. I was in there for over 7 hours, and believe me, they left no stone unturned. Had I been denied, the minimum denial I would have received is 3 years. I'm grateful and fortunate to have earned time off of my sentence, but I would like you to know that I'm not an anomaly. There are many people who work just as hard or harder than I have, but simply because of the way the laws are written, they have to remain in prison with no opportunity to go before the parole board. Youth offenders like Ted will eventually get out of prison, but I believe the public would prefer if they were released a few years earlier because they worked extra hard to earn their freedom through their own rehabilitation. I respectfully urge your aye vote for AB 965. Thank you.